I'm Jon Decker, PGA teaching instructor and author of the book, Golf is My Life, Glorifying God Through the Game. Today I want to talk to you about setting your right side. This is one of the most critical elements of hitting a driver. And what I mean by this is when I look at when I do lessons and watch a lot of my students play on the golf course, one of the things that I notice is the tendency to try to have their shoulders level. And that's a misconception. Maybe it's because the ball's a little more forward, or they've been told or in their mind they thought that they needed to do that. But really, when you hold the club, your left hand is higher on the club than your right hand, just like this. So because of this, my right shoulder needs to be lower. When you look at good players set up to the ball, their right side is lower than their left side if they're right-handed. It's very much like hitting a baseball. My upper body is behind the plate. I would never hit a baseball with my body in this position. So one of the things that I look at to set your right side is before I get to the tilt, is I look at your stance width. The width of your stance is very critical, because if I have too narrow a stance, see, when I narrow my stance, my shoulders automatically level out. When I widen my stance, my shoulders naturally tilt. So that's the first thing I look at. How do you know your stance width? It has to do with your body frame. I'm tall, I have wide shoulders. I always want my feet wider than my shoulders. That's one of the first things I look at. So I'll look at a student, I'll look at their shoulder width. When I let my arms just kind of hang like this, notice that my feet are wider than my arms, like that. So that's the first thing I looked at. The second thing I look at is naturally their torso tilt. Now, tilting is not the neck. We don't tilt from the neck. You know, we just have a little torso tilt. And notice when I do this, my left hip goes a little bit forward. I want to have my left side closer to the target than my left shoulder. This is going to get me in a position right there where I've got my lower body now leading in the downswing, and that's a very important aspect. So this setting your right side is not only going to help you in your backswing, but it's going to help you in your downswing as well. So I'm going to go through and hit a shot, and I want to show you how I do this, and then I'll kind of recap it. Now, when I was going through to hit that shot, and I had my feet together and opened up my left foot and I widened my right foot, in my mind, that's all I did right there, is I just let my right hand go down and barely touch my knee right there. So you can learn to do this. If you're on the golf course and you put the club behind the ball and you do that, that's okay. Now all I have to do is just let my right hand come right over here and take the grip. And if you do that, your right side will be set every time. I hope this golf tip helps you, and enjoy the game.